You know, I don't like the state capital that much, but the state, if you, excuse me, you know, the thing about the different economic policies in this game is they all do something a little different. The Watch of Stockholm, uh, or and we game on militancy. I think we're going to become a democracy. It's just inevitable. Again, not that that's particularly wrong. America is very much an empire in this game, like everyone else. Fun stuff. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, some purpose is bad. Belgium might be taken out right away. You know, they have a unified Netherlands. That could be really good for Norway. I mean, no Netherlands in this game. I'm gonna keep my note. I'm gonna fight. You know, I didn't know what these both mean, but I know they're bad. You want them both below. God damn it! I got a normal amount of sleep today. Why am I so tired? Um. Yeah, let's. Oh, coordination of Queen Vicoria. One of the things Brennan can do in this game is. Oh, just. Yeah, she isn't around. The Victorian Age has begun! The bullet insurrection. Oh, that was probably really bad. And our economy is in the crap. And our budget. Yeah. Let's at our economy as a whole. Oh my god. I think we're going to lose. Yeah, we just don't have any money. We're not really doing anything. The good news about this game is you get to play as the nation no matter what happens. I played a game once where it was kind of a mess of America. Where I actually turned America into a huge mess. Oh, look at that. This actually happens a lot in this game where this was where Canada will be released in some way. Canada Canada won't be parts of Canada will be released. You know, like Victoria, Vancouver, British Columbia, in this case. But said two cities there. Hmm. Actually, if I was going to live in Canada, I would go to out there because it's very much because it's kind of like the west coast of America. It's nice. Man, I'm being weird, but but. Oh great, we have a potato blight to um in company are we're not feeding everything and we're accumulating debt. Lovely. Yeah, the liberals are going to revolt. Hardcore. Yay. Let's do experimental. Yeah. No, let's do clinical. Start this one. That one's always nice. Steam transports! Yay! Clipper transports are now totally irrelevant. And we continue to. And, now that with the potato blight, we're losing people to America, and. This is just a great time to be a Swede. Our Navy sucks. Oh yeah, it's a great time to be a Swede. You're taxed heavily, the government keeps tanking. Uh, that may have helped. Upper House rearranged. An election started. Good. Oh. And well, the good news is we have mostly, mostly, most of our debt is in the hands of private investors. That's that's actually, good in this game because it means, yeah. Ooh. Let's do a censored press. That can be bad for the spread of liberalism. Well, it could be good for the spread of conservatism too. So, in this case, it would be the spread of conservatism. Let's say so you're going to try to playing as the current party. Yay, we're in the black. An interesting part about debt in this game is you can just have it hanging around. You pay interest and whatnot, so you want to get rid of it. But in general, debt isn't. Just having a certain amount of debt isn't bad. It's I always like to use recyclism. Help feed the poor. Lose 5 potency. Mm. Yay. There is no God. And 100% is conservative. That won't last long. Not much going on. It's been built a fort. Yeah. Ooh. Or all population is 10 more level. Yeah. Good. More blights. Yay. Ultimate cake. I'm gonna regret that. And this. Okay. Of course, the military is. Oh, we can't do that. Damn it. Let's see. Yeah, it's in. Let's see what happens when it falls. Oh, no, let's do railroads because railroads are always nice. And we have the United Netherlands, which just seems bigger than Prussia in some parts. And I wonder when start. You know, a lot of the games you play with this, Austria loses pieces towards the end, and they just kind of, and they just kind of fall off the earth. And Germany, actually, I played one game where like Austria-Hungary formed here, and Germany was very weak, but the Nazi Party had risen up, and you could kind of see the beginnings of World War II happening. And then when the game ended, it was neat. You also had a very emboldened Switzerland. Came off a few very good wars. Was becoming very strong Japan, and Italy was very Italy was very what's what I'm looking for here. Um, Much a ally power in this particular case, but it's cool to see. Then the state of the United Kingdom, they might have. I think I'm gonna wait it. I'm gonna wait for the wound. Um, attrition anyway. And this potato blight. I mean, why are my people eating potatoes? Because remember, the potato blight happened because England is a bunch of assholes, not anything anyone else did. We're building factories! A lumber mill, in fact. It's Friedland. Border between Persia and Afghanistan. Between Afghanistan and... Like I said, not this part. This part's dull. But this part, um, Pajam, Afghanistan, Persia, all these nations, that's very interesting. And like, what happens with the Chinese Empire? Because right now they're like a collection of nations and not a single nation. It's a bunch of puppets. So like, the Chinese puppets will break, they won't break, or uh, so yeah, the liberals continue to be agitated. Oh, we ran secret ballot. Okay. Okay, how are the Jacobian troubles doing? Or each movie of naturalists, actually. That could be fun. Uh, Sorry about this. Let's play. Not much going on. Well, the Netherlands. Not much going on for us. It looks like Egypt is doing something. You know, it's like what's actually kind of cool is that Egypt, Persia, Nijd, and Hijaz can actually gain enough power that they can kind of beat up on the Ottoman Empire. That and a lot of the Ottoman Empire's territories will be released for various reasons. However, unlike a lot of, uh, however, Iraq doesn't get started much in this game, or kind of the Libya stuff get released. So, the Ottoman Empire is allowed to hold on to a lot of its strength. Though it will, it is usually the first country to go into a great decline. Then Austria. If the United Kingdom loses a major war, they get weak. And let's say a game where America controlled Liverpool, right up in here in Liverpool and Manchester, Northwest England. It was interesting. Well, that's good. Alright, we're not spending anything, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, since we're not at war with anybody, and I'm not too worried about our rebellions. Rebellions are easy to strike down in kind of this whole series of games. Rebels never really organized that well. Of course, I also have Crusader Kings 2, which is like one of the spiritual other games in this series, and in the Paradox series. I think I'm going to stop it here for now. Play again later. Let's see what happens. Ooh. Oh. Oh. There's a crisis going on. Oh, it isn't. Ooh. Okay, there's a crisis here, and the U.S. bowed to Canada, and they got all that. To America, didn't let Mexico get anything this time. America's ready to start beating down Mexico. Oh, God, I'm sorry about the yawning. Nothing really else striking is standing out to me. Um, Diplomacy wars. That's an interesting war. It's war for honor. Brazil. So yeah, okay, I can see. Peru is a little bit bigger. Just war over here. Okay. And we're down to 12th, but our this will get better. So we will be able to grow and become an industrial power. We will become a great power yet. We just need to become on the rise, and some other people to become on the decline. And we have nothing yet that really just jumps out and allows us. I might start fleshing out the commerce tree a little bit more. That may help. But I need to stop looking at this game for now. Thank you guys for watching. If you did watch. I know nobody watches. Like, comment, subscribe. I will see you next time.